Capricorn, hello my darlings, welcome to your spring equinox reading. I'm using my animal tarot because its wands are represented in here by spring. We are going to look at the spring equinox is a wonderful time to look back in balance, to look forward with balance as well, and also to think about what we're going to spring forward into, what we're going to spring clean as well. So let's have a look first of all for your past position, what you've grown in your life. If this reading resonates, my darling, thank you so much for liking the video. I resonate as well. Thank you for your wonderful comments and for your subscribes and memberships as well. And thank you just for your support. It's so wonderful. So what have you been creating, my darling? Best in show, success, recognition, an abundance of it in many different forms. I feel that there is a variety of things that you have achieved. And it's something to do with the power of your voice. I'm just looking here at the rosette, but the Three of Pentacles is a very powerful card for the start of, or the continuation of something that you've been growing at this time. And there is, as I said, an abundance of wildflowers here. So the seeds that you have grown have already resulted in so much for you. And, you know, be recognized, receive the accolades, receive the gratitude from people, receive the recognition from people, because I tell you what, my darling, if you push that away, then you're going to sort of begin to halt the growth, the further growth for yourself. And you recognize that as well, because within this dog, this miniature poodle dog, I think you're used to achieving, you're used to creating, you're used to being successful. And that has a certain amount of talent to it and a certain amount of skill set and a certain amount of belief in oneself, but continue to receive the recognition, the rewards, the awards maybe that you're receiving, the response that you're getting, with gratitude, not only for the person that's given it to you, but gratitude towards yourself as a creator, as a manifester, gratitude to the universe. Being in a state of appreciation and gratitude is the fastest, surest way of receiving more of the same. So just remember that in terms of an energy. What is blossoming in your life right now? Well, first of all, how can you nurture seeds that you've planted? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. How you can nurture? It's very sweet, this with the cat. You know how cats, and dogs too, but you know how cats are always in a wonderful, whenever it's time, you know, it's supper time, it's breakfast time, my dogs particularly, they kind of, their clock, they know when it's time. Okay, they just have this knowing, and they start to meow, and they start to, and it's not just maybe their rumbly tummies, but it's also their intuition, their inner clock is going, it's time, except when the clocks change and then it slightly throws them all. And if my dogs want to eat earlier than they should, I tell them they're not on European time, they're on UK time. So, but cats have that sort of timing, they just know. And cats always appear, don't they? That's why we sort of say cats represent intuition. They're a little bit magic. So you have a knowing. How are you going to nurture this? You have a knowing when something's going to happen. You have a feeling about it. But they're also, each and every time it happens, they're in a blissful state of anticipation and enjoyment when it happens. And that's how you can nurture it, as this constant abundance of windfall that's coming towards you. I don't know whether this is something that is for growth for you or the paying off of things, but whatever it is the Ace of Pentacles. It is something, I'm so sorry about my little dog snoring. It is something that is, I'm going to have to just bear with me just a second. Aces also, sorry about that. Aces always represent a divinely designed part of your meaningful purpose. It is something always representing great potential, great opportunity, great creativity, something that you are drawn towards, something that has a huge amount of growth. And this is the start of something new. And it's going to be, thank you, Spirit, they're saying plentiful, more than you expected. Okay, more than you expected. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. This little tabby cat's going, oh my God, there's so much food here. So, and then let go, because it's the 3 and the ace, which is the 4 of Pentacles. Kind of let go, as you've done so beautifully in the past, of how and when, but it's coming in. It's this is how you're going to nurture it, and to be in a blissful state of anticipation, to be in a blissful state of expectation, but to not know where it's coming from. Okay, just know it's coming. Have the faith in the, although you can't see it, you can feel it, and that you've done that before in the past so beautifully. So let's have a look at how what is blossoming in your life. Thank you. And we have got the 6 of Winter. So I feel that you have there is a freedom, okay, that you're feeling at this time. And freedom is an interesting word, to be free, to be in the realm of freedom, because, now let me get this right, Dom itself means a kind of place, a structure, a very kind of solid structure. But this is a sort of freedom of a realm, a freedom. You're in a space that represents freedom, and you're going with change. So what is blossoming in your life is the freedom to do things that you haven't done before, where you've been restricted before and felt a bit trapped before, whatever that may mean to you. You're now, perhaps you're traveling as well. This is an island, this little cat, again, cats, you've got cats and dogs here in this reading for you. So I feel that this is an independence that you're claiming, a reclamation of your independence, and you've got your eyes on the change. You're recognizing there's change, and you're using the change to your advantage. It's like this cat is using the sail and tacking. You're going with it. You're not fighting against it. And that's how you are embracing what is happening for you, and also what is blossoming for you. So there is a feeling with the change that's happening, of a blossoming of relief, of hope, of knowing. And it's to say to you that the challenges that you may have faced in the past whilst creating this 3 of Pentacles are in the past now. This is a time of reckoning for you that comes from a recognition of yourself, and a remembrance of yourself, and a reclamation of yourself in a very powerful way. So, and this is the rescue cat. You've been your own knight. You've rescued yourself. It's what Spirit is saying. You've rescued yourself. And with that sense of delight and growing sense of self-respect, and you know what, I can do this. I've done this myself. You've taken responsibility for yourself in a very powerful, responsible, considered way. And all of that is a huge aspect of self-love, and that's encouraging more. And 3 of Cups, I'm saying about what's blossoming in your life, the hummingbird. I feel that there are energies that have come in for you, energies that are very supportive of you, and energies that are very sweet. It's about the sweet nectar of life. It's opportunities and people and moments of joy and celebration, and a coming together, a gathering together of like-minded energies that is very empowering. And it's something that is you're a witness of what you're creating with your energy space. So that's a wonderful, wonderful card there. What to spring clean in your life? Thank you, Spirit. Interesting here. You've got the Queen of Swords and the Prince of Cups. You are now, my darling, in a very emotionally stable, mature space. You understand things that you didn't understand before, and you're in a space that you have grown to love in a very relaxed way of you don't put up with any bullshit, let's put it that way. You like to surround yourself with people that are upfront and speak their truth, but in a way that is not attacking. And you've created an environment, an energetic environment, a landscape, an emotional landscape that's allowed you to relax into it and view things, feeling, do you know what, this is, I kind of know who I am. And as the leopard, you're really you're kind of very relaxed in that space, but you're also ready to move when you need to move. And so everything in your life has kind of brought you to this moment. And so what Spirit is saying is, in that spring cleaning of things that have happened in your life, perhaps with this Knight of Cups, which is a sort of younger energy, don't be so quick. I think in the past, you may have, in your lovely loyalty and love and all these sort of the dogs here represented in this card with the Three of Pentacles, I think you may have, how do I say this, Spirit, seen things in relationships, seen aspects of relationships that you thought were important then and not so important now. Maybe looks were very important for you back in the past as well, but they're not so important now. But I feel it's deeper than that. I feel that you are not wishing and desiring to rush into any relationships. And that's what Spirit is asking you to perhaps spring clean. It's to continue that kind of being relaxed about who's coming towards you, trusting that whoever is coming towards you, you have attracted them into your life for a reason. But it's about not rushing into relationships. Okay, so just continue that removing that energy, that desire to go, oh my God, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and trying to make something happen faster than it's meant to happen. So yeah, it's but I feel there is an energy coming in, and it's not a bad energy. I mean, you've got here this little frog, you know, the story of the kiss the frog and it's a prince. So I feel that you're much more attracted now to what's behind the face. You're much more attracted to the energy of a person. And this little frog is sort of bursting at the seams to express themselves. But as the Queen of Swords, you don't want to rush in, but also there's another thing that's coming through. Don't also be too standoffish from it for fear of perhaps getting hurt, because this energy is a nice energy that's coming towards you, and it's going to perhaps sweep you off your feet a little bit. But with this Queen of Swords, when you're in a higher state of observation, you can't get swept off your feet. You're the leopard, you're up there in the tree watching it all. So observe this relationship for what it is. It's here to come in to perhaps, you know, I'm not going to say sweep you off your feet again, but perhaps generate within you some extraordinary feelings, but just be aware that it's also there as your teacher, and it's there to represent how far you've come from the, you know, from building this kind of new foundation for yourself in the past, and what to embrace in your life. And, you know, again, with the Queen of Swords, and spring cleaning, because the leopard keeps it very simple, doesn't it? If you have been thinking for a while, because this, you know, the leopard's home is just this tree. So if you have been thinking a while about doing a bit of decluttering, then do it, my darling. But it's also about just, it's that energy that you're in of just removing from your life those energies that don't work for you anymore and embracing those energies that do. And I don't see this Prince of Cups as a bad energy at all, but somebody, but just don't leap into it so quickly, but don't be too standoffish. Just get that right balance. Otherwise you're going to fall off the branch. That's all the Spirit is saying. And I feel that's it. Anything last message? Thank you. Because this is the energy that's surrounding you as an outcome. A life, not, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, remember, things come and go the whole time, but this is an energy that's there, that's waiting to come in for you. It's one that you've worked very hard for, and also let go of, but it's an energy of fulfillment and richness in so much of your life. And it's an energy of being grateful for friends, for family, for loved ones, for your specific loved one. It's about the growth in the relationship, the loyalty, the playfulness, a relationship or relationships that have the freedom to be who they are. And just Spirit is reminding you, if you're not doing this already, to continue to thank your way through this at this time, because everything is a reflection of who you are. And I really do feel you've been doing some extraordinary work on yourself and on appreciation and not taking things for granted. And this is a reflection of that now coming in for you, my darling. So lots and lots of lovely things to look forward to in the spring equinox for yourselves. So there we are. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another reading for you, a weekly reading next week, and also I'm starting on the April readings. But in the meantime, my darlings, have a very beautiful weekend. So much love. Take care. Bye bye.